Welcome to Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support for when the divorce process has finished. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics related to post-divorce. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of life after divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to do a little unscripted on a topic that I think is of, fairly importance, and that is blending families. Now, of course, this assumes you've done the dating thing and you found someone you want to spend time with, and each of you have kids as well. And whether they're young kids or older kids, it plays out a little different, but all in all, it's very similar in regards to blending families and expectations and what are you thinking and stuff. So, a lot of what I see and do with clients and myself is just how I get a lot of experience. But when it comes to blending families, boy, you're really talking about a lot of challenges. You're talking about, what ages are your kids at? Are they close in age? Are they not close in age? Are they at that age where they're starting to be independent? And so when you look at the mixture of households and figuring out what's going to be kind of the new norm, there's a lot of variables involved. And, if you have kids who say are in their teens, they may not have enough time to bond to actually forge a solid relationship, if you will, kind of a family relationship. They may just still be, acquaintances, if nothing else. So it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes the timing of things makes a difference on the outcome and how the family comes together. Now, if you have younger kids, odds are there's going to be a lot of time together where they can bond and they can get together and they can, become, siblings almost, if you will. So when you look at figuring out what's the best way, there really isn't what I would say a best way. I would think there is a wrong way, and the wrong way could be forcing things. You don't necessarily want to force relationships to occur. You would rather have them grow organically so that it's more genuine and natural and longer lasting. If you just try to force everybody in the same space at the same time, that doesn't make you like a family. Sure, you're sharing family time, but that doesn't make the kids necessarily want to talk to your, girlfriend or boyfriend's kids kind of thing as you're blending families. So when you look at these pieces of blending families, there's really is a lot that takes place. And when you got the biggest takeaway is just don't force things. You got to let them kind of happen, and then you work with what has happened. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go out and do fun stuff together to give the opportunity to arise. You could go, putt-putt golfing, you could go out to dinner, you could go out to an arcade. You can do these things and put the kids in the situation, but they still have to be the ones to communicate with each other and get to know each other and stuff and want to hang out together as well. So giving that a little thought as opposed to just trying to always put everybody in the same space at the same time where, they don't really have something in common going on at that time. They don't talk about their days and stuff. That's more of a parent's thing. Like, how's your day? Kids don't usually do that kind of thing. So, but all in all, if you give it time, and it could take a while, there is no time set on how all this stuff is going to play out. And so you got to give it time. And when you give it time, a lot of times, it can show up and it could be there. And that's really all you can ask for when it's, with regards to a second relationship and blending families. So hope you found this useful. Thank you for joining me on this episode of A New You After Divorce. Remember, divorce is not the end of your story. As we know, it is the start of your next great chapter. And with that, take care.